Welcome to the Bluff Park Dad Pod, where you will hear from some of Bluff Park's finest dads on what's going on in the community.
Give their take on beer and food reviews, talk to local business owners, and general dad banter.
We are your hosts, Cody Perry
and Jay Jeter.
Let's do it. So we're figuring this out as we go. I figured we'd just do it into segments, but it doesn't seem like we should do anything before we talk about a dad moment of the week.
Yeah, we're the Bluff Park Dads. This is the Dad Pod.
Yep.
So yeah, I think it's a good idea. Let's start every segment with a dad moment of the week.
I love that.
Or I guess it's of the month.
Dad moment of the. Honestly, they're probably the same moment times 4 anyway.
You're right. We probably have the same thing happen multiple times in the month.
So. My kids throwing toilet paper at a wall will happen every week until they're out of this house. I can almost guarantee you that. Yeah, so walked in on Solomon after his nap time. Actually, I didn't walk in on him. He walked out of his room, just t-shirt on, absolutely no pants on whatsoever, no underwear on whatsoever. And we're just like, oh, what's up, bud? And we don't know why. We don't know why he was butt naked, but from his explanation, before he took a nap, he had to go potty, and I guess just pulled him down too far, just couldn't get it back up. I can't say that.
No, yes, you can.
I can't
yes,
say
you
that.
can.
I can't say
yes,
that.
you can.
I mean, yeah. So he was like, yeah, I just can't. I can't get back to where I started. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take a nap, bottoms off, and then there we are.
Did he? So he took a nap.
He
no clothes.
Comfortably took a nap.
Oh,
yep.
That's a risk, right?
It's a well.
I mean, potty training.
It is a risk in the potty training moment.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You as a parent took a risk by allowing that.
So what happened is we experienced that and then walked straight into his room to see what the damage is. And fortunately, he pulled it off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Dad moment of the week for me, I guess, would just be teaching my daughter how to not like push the scooter with like her foot down the whole time, but like actually riding a scooter, meaning like 2 feet on the scooter. Coasting. Yes. And on my street where I live, it's not like an up and down, like super hilly, and it's not dead flat. It's actually like from my house down the street is like the ideal like biker skateboard scooter.
Gradual decline. Just coast it down. And it was perfect because I was able to like get her going on the scooter, and I'm able to go, 10, 20, even 30 yards down the street, turn around and say like, 1, 2, 3, go. And she doesn't know how to brake yet. That's next time. Which could explain why she's always wanting to have one leg on the ground.
I know. No, that's exactly why.
Yeah.
That's why she's been so hesitant for the downhill, is because she doesn't know how to stop and she don't want to get going too fast. Also, I'd say my wife has a little bit, has been a little bit like instructing her to like not go, like, that going downhill is not safe. Yeah, going downhill is not safe. So like, let's like get off and walk.
And you're out there.
She's a little bit scared of that, but we finally got her going down, coasting down the hill, and hitting the brake, and or not hitting the brake and just going straight into me.
Right.
So yeah.
So Catherine's out there just telling her to be careful. You're out there strapping NOS on the back of that thing, just trying to get her to go.
Absolutely. I've got her. I've now got her steering back and forth across the street, and then no brake, just like going right into me, like just ramming into me to stop.
Yep.
So yeah, next time we get out there, we'll maybe introduce the brake pedal on the back of the scooter, but until then, I'd say that's my dad moment. So nothing like naked on the bed or throwing toilet paper on the wall or
just
whatever, like you said.
Straight up caveman, but yeah. That's my norm.
Yeah. Okay. So dad moment of the week was great.
Yep.
But what about these growlers you have over here? What's going on with that?
Yep. So picked us up a couple of growlers to start off. And where else did I get it other than the brand new Bluff Park Piggly Wiggly?
Of course.
From Our Lady.
Cindy,
the best.
Cindy, and what in her compadre.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I'm pretty sure his name's Drew. Okay. I feel like you're going to get me in trouble by asking me that question if he sees this. Shout out to you,
Drew, or whatever your name is. You're my boy.
You're my boy. You make great recommendations.
Yeah,
Your
pumped every time I see you in there, but I have yet to actually ask you your name. So, Drew.
Now, Cindy is deep in our hearts, and we know her like the back of our hand.
That's right. And I feel like everybody that goes in there, even if they don't know Cindy personally, they know Cindy.
They know Cindy.
Cindy, keep doing you. We love coming by the Piggly Wiggly and seeing you and talking about all your newest beer arrivals, wine arrivals. Over there in the beer and wine section of Piggly Wiggly. So
that's right. All right. So today we're going to try a different craft beer each pod, just to give our 2 cents of a dad take on it. And then maybe if you want to try it, you can go check it out and get it at the pig. So this week we tried the Prairie, what's it called? The Prairie
Slush.
No. Prairie
Punch.
Prairie Punch.
There is a slush as well.
There's a slush.
But this is the Prairie Punch, and Prairie Arts and Ales from Oklahoma City.
Yep.
Is one of my favorite breweries out there.
You
places to
me
get
to
craft beer. I actually did over at Horse Creek Golf Course. We were playing golf.
Great spot.
I showed up and had a couple of Prairies in the cart.
Generously shared one. Changed my life forever.
And it was the Rainbow Sherbet at that time.
Yep.
And also I had a Vape Tricks.
Yep.
But all of their beers, they make some really funky, weird sours. A lot of times we'll put like some crazy spices in there, like nutmeg and thyme and whatever else.
Yeah.
But the punch is, I guess maybe like a tropical or like a fruit punch type of sour.
Super excited to try this.
So
recently tried the Cleveland Cowboy by them, and it was my favorite sour I've ever had. And so maybe this one will live up to the hype.
Let's do it. Okay, so I'm going to narrate this as he's pouring our glasses. So the growler is a clear glass growler, which is a non-traditional type of growler. Usually it's a dark tint, but this is a clear Piggly Wiggly growler. Pouring the first one now successfully, and it is a dark red,
a ruby
tint.
Some might say.
Again, love the color. I've already tried mine, so I'm ahead of y'all, but it tastes phenomenal.
It does?
Yes. I'm a sucker for sours.
Yeah, that's
a deal to it. Yeah, it definitely slaps. So
okay, so how does this rank among some of the other Prairie sours that you've had?
Oh, not even close to the top.
Yeah.
If I'm being quite honest, not even close to the top.
Yeah, which is not hating on this. It's just saying how quality some of their other sours are.
Yeah. This is mediocre. Just being straight up. This is mediocre sour.
For sours,
for Prairie.
Rate this for sour 1 to 10.
6.
I was gonna say 6.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a rookie number. It's a round number. It's if we're going.
Okay, yeah, Dave Portnoy.
Yeah,
no, you don't have to start doing all that, Cody. It's a 6 out of 10.
Well, I'm just saying because you are a professional reviewer.
I am. I'm
just trying to get on your level with that.
Yeah. I self-labeled professional reviewer. Yeah.
Shout out to Be Him Between the Buns.
yeah. So I do have the burger page on Instagram. Sure. Yeah. That's I'm a podcaster now though. So.
Okay. Fair enough. I was gonna say 6 too though.
Just depending on the day of the week.
Sure.
But yeah, no, this is a mediocre sour, I would say, for Prairie. Now, agreed with you. Prairie is top shelf for sours, in my opinion. It's one of my favorite out there, and I'm a sucker for sours, like I said. So,
yeah. I would say
a little extra tart. There, and again, all Prairies that have a little bit extra tart, which is good.
This doesn't have quite the bite to it that I wish it did, though.
Agreed.
It's almost like they tried to scale it back a little bit, and it almost tastes a little watered down.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm with you. I know that's bold.
I'm with you. Let me get another.
And I'll say this too: 6 out of 10 for sours. For Prairie, I'm going to say 4 out of 10 because their standards are so high.
A 6 out of 10 sour, and it's a 4 out of 10 Prairie. I like that.
Yeah.
I'm with you on that.
Josh,
how do you feel?
Yeah, I don't really mess with beer, so to me, this just tastes like beer. So.
Okay, fair enough.
But
you can't say that because that doesn't taste like a natty light, Josh.
That's true.
No,
that's true.
You're right.
You're not drinking a McUltra over there.
Yeah, you're right. This is definitely not a Michelob situation, but it's nice. It's cool.
Yeah.
But
what do you normally, Josh? What do you normally drink if you're not a beer
bourbon
guy?
guy,
I'm more of a bourbon and whiskey guy, more of a liqueur
Well, I don't discriminate.
type situation.
Yeah.
But would I pour it again?
Yeah.
If it was around.
You didn't pour it the first time, so
Yeah.
you're welcome.
I'm just okay on it.
Yeah, I will be honest as well. We were saying we're going to do a craft beer every month when we do this podcast, which I'm all on board with. But as of late, I have really moved away from beer significantly in my life as well. I have moved a little bit more towards the bourbons. Mm-hmm. for trying to save on calories, carbs, etc. Trying to be a little bit healthier.
I love some bourbon.
With the calorie intake. So
for me, it goes seasonal though. For me, in the colder months, I'm more likely to have a glass of bourbon.
Yep.
But in the summer, I'm more prone to have a sour or have a beer in general.
So, and I will say too, when it comes to the beer world, I have very much gone. I go up and down here too as well, but I have very much trended away from the typical light beers. The go to the lake, go to the beach, and you might have the Coors Lights and the Michelobs and the Buds and that sort of thing. But for normal life, I don't reach there in the cooler. I don't. It's just that's just not how I am. But like I said, I do go up and down there.
Josh is weighing in.
What's your seltzer game like right now? Is that part of your rotation?
Don't say rotation.
Don't say rotation around me, Josh.
Is it part of your rotation?
Yeah, I'd say it is. I appreciate seltzers. And I guess I just wouldn't be me. I wouldn't go to the grocery store and pick that to buy.
I'll tell you this.
But if that's in the cooler at the get together or the lake or the the day party or whatever, I will drink a seltzer. Absolutely.
I do want to try the Topo Chico that they just released because I love Topo Chico in general.
Okay.
That one's a banger.
I have seen one commercial for that, but I didn't know that was like a hot commodity. Is that?
I've heard from one person who said it was very good.
Okay,
One person.
But how many people have you heard say like ranch water is good? I've heard like a million.
I have also heard a lot of ranch water hypers. I will say this though, the one person that said it was good described it as almost like the Michelob seltzers, not crazy on the flavor, more mild.
Okay,
but I appreciate that.
Okay, I have not had the Michelob seltzer.
Well, I've had on the golf course. I've had it before.
And you know what? So on ranch waters, though, I didn't realize this. Did you know that ranch water traditionally is actually a cocktail?
I did not know that.
And they modeled the seltzer water after the cocktail. So a ranch water is actually tequila, tonic, or a club soda. So like carbonated water and lime. And it's delicious. But that's where the ranch water seltzer is really modeled after that cocktail to give you like that kind of like agave, limey, carbonated water, basically.
So, are there two forms of ranch water? Like, there's the kind that you can buy in like store or in like in Alabama, at least in like gas stations. But isn't there? Yeah, but isn't there also a kind that has like vodka in it or something like that? Am I making that up? No. I feel like there's almost like two versions of it.
I think you're making that up. I think you're thinking of High Noons.
I could be thinking of High Noons.
High Noons does have, I think, the vodka or something like it has liquor in it.
You can't just like go buy that.
It's not like just an alcoholic beverage. It's like a malt or something. Malt beverage.
Just something to throw into the rotation.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. And I'm glad that we decided that this is something we're going to do every month when we do the podcast. So
I do too.
I look forward to having like a unique beer every time. And perhaps we evolve. Perhaps we maybe try a wine or
and I think it'll
whiskey, maybe get Josh involved on bring in like a recommended bourbon.
That's right. Down. And I think it'll bring the three listeners that are on here, it'll really help them make their decision based off of two random Bluff Park dads who are just trying random things. I think that would be super helpful.
I think it would be helpful for those three. Yeah.
A little Japanese whiskey,
Dude.
Hit some hibiki.
Come on.
For the rotation.
Come on.
For the rotation.
Okay, we go from Josh doesn't drink beer to we're talking about Japanese whiskey.
Josh, can you buy the whiskey you're talking about at just a normal, like an ABC store? Or do you need to go to like a specialty store or something?
I think I saw it at the Piggly Wiggly.
Hey.
Bluff Park.
Japanese whiskey?
Yeah, I think I could have swore I saw it. Oh, no, definitely not, because you guys don't sell whiskey.
No.
Oh, okay. I'm from California, everybody, so just watch out.
You can buy liquor
ABC,
in the grocery stores.
ABC store.
You saw it at an ABC store.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, you can buy liquor in California. That is true.
I had it at Queens Park.
Okay.
And it was like, the label was just mad cool. And we'll get to it when the episode comes around. I'm not trying to hijack this episode. Sorry.
No, it's cool. I appreciate that.
Still never been to Queens Park either, by the way.
I haven't either. And I had an opportunity right before right before Christmas when I had a work gathering, kind of right around the corner at Boca.
Yep.
Which is delicious, by the way. Boca Italian restaurant on 2nd Avenue.
On 2nd.
Right next to Bamboo on 2nd.
Okay, gotcha.
Italian restaurant, delicious. But I had an opportunity with it being like a work event, like afterwards be like, hey guys, it's like Christmas, like let's go have a little after party at like a bar or whatever. And the line to get into Queens Park was like 45 minutes long or something.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'm not doing that.
Same exact experience. We were like, one night we were like, let's go after dinner. And we pulled around the corner and saw the line. We're like, all right, we're going.
But I ended up going to Neon Moon, which is a
don't
what?
Don't. I've been to Neon Moon once. I will not go back.
What was the problem with Neon Moon?
Had a great time.
Oh, that's the reason to not go back?
No, Jay. I can give you 15 reasons why I'm not going to go back, but let me just leave it at this. Mm-hmm. I feel like Neon Moon is like the honky tonk bar.
Yes.
You wish it was a honky tonk. Oh, let me think of a good way to say this.
Okay.
You have hopes of going to a great honky tonk bar. You go in Neon Moon and you're like, this is the closest I'll get in Birmingham, and it is the prairie.
I'm not okay.
It's the prairie punch of the honky tonk bars.
Okay, so it's a 4 out of 10.
Yeah,
but it's a 6 out of 10 for honky tonk bars.
Okay,
but it's a 4 out of 10 bar.
Yes,
right,
100%.
Okay.
Yeah.
For me, I felt like it was a college bar for out of college washed up people.
Yeah, 100%. They have cafeteria tables.
Like
they have cafeteria tables lined up back to back.
Yes.
They have one neon sign, a 5x5 dance floor.
Yes.
And probably tall boy PBRs.
Yes.
It's for sure for 27-year-olds to still wear their Letterman jackets.
Spot on.
Yeah,
spot
100%.
on. That's exactly what I mean by what I said. Like it's people that are out of college that are like, I just really want to still be able to go to a bar that I feel like I'm in college.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
For sure. And the karaoke, like honky tonk aspect of it, I didn't really grasp that, like that's where they're trying to do. And it was probably because there was so many people in there. It was very loud. A fight broke out at one point. Yep. So it's like, again, this is like living up to that vibe. But that's where we went after that dinner at Boca with my coworkers. It was, yeah. But I would have much rather been able to go to Queens Park. It was just too long of a line, which if people are wanting to get in there and there's a line out the door, that's when you know it's good.
That's true. It
just wasn't.
Never waited to get in Neon Moon.
Yep. Speaking of Boca, an Italian restaurant, do you, we've got Valentine's Day coming up. Do you have any Valentine's Day plans with your wife?
Okay, so I'm about to tell you something that you're not going to believe.
I bet I will believe it. I bet I will believe it. Cody, I've known you for a long time.
Okay, you have known me for a long time, but we'll see.
Okay, go for it.
Aspen does not care about Valentine's Day.
Oh, I completely believe that.
Okay.
I completely believe that.
So really, we're just doing low key. We had talked about, all right, this is probably a little background. When we first got married, we had about $4 to our name. We made these little Italian like panini things because we had like literally no money. We made them like 3 times a week.
Okay.
And
panini, do you have a panini press?
We did. Yeah.
Yes.
And so we literally did that like all the time, and we don't do those anymore. And the other day we were like, oh, remember those? We used to make those all the time. So I think for Valentine's Day, we're just gonna grab a bottle of wine, make the little Italian paninis, put the kids down, and maybe watch a movie.
Dude, that's special. I like that.
Yeah, just kind of throw it back to early marriage times.
Okay. Well, are you ready to hear something you're not going to believe?
That you're absolutely screwed on Valentine's Day?
My wife's birthday is on Valentine's Day.
Yep, I know that.
Which everybody is like, oh, double trouble or whatever. Like you got to do really good twice or whatever people say.
Sure.
No, my wife is just like yours, except double. She's like, I don't want anything special.
Yeah.
Like I don't want my birthday. And you know what? Like a lot of people say too, they're like, if your wife says not to get her any gifts, like you better get her a gift. Like, no, actually not with my wife at all.
Dude, yes, exactly.
She's like, don't, because I like the surprise of a birthday, it's actually just anxiety for me. Like I don't want that on my birthday.
It's also
so
a big
like
birthday
don't
for her.
surprise me with anything. Don't. She says she doesn't want me to get her anything, and I'm usually always like, well, I already ordered something, so you're gonna get something, but
right.
I won't get you anything big, you know.
Yep.
But that's straight up. That's how my wife is the same way.
30th birthday, right?
And it's her 30th. Yeah. So
Yep.
she already went through the whole spiel. I just don't understand why the 30th and 40th and everything has to be such a special birthday. And I'm like, I mean,
Yep.
because it can be. That's because it's like, that's a good excuse to do something special. But if you don't want to do anything special, you don't have to.
See, what I love about Aspen is she will use Valentine's Day as an excuse to say, I don't want a gift, so let's just get this thing that I've been wanting for 6 months, and that'll be our Valentine's Day.
And you know what? Absolutely, let's do it.
So what we did, I'm like, fantastic. That sounds amazing.
Yeah.
So we ordered towels and bed sheets.
Love it.
New towels and bed sheets. That was our Valentine's gift to each other.
Mm-hmm. So that is, again, spoken like a true Bluff Park dad right there. That is saying. It. Like, towels and bed sheets.
Towels and bed sheets.
Now, you know,
is that the
another thing that goes along with my wife and like the not wanting to be surprised, not wanting like a big birthday. She's also just like, she's very easy to please. An example of this is like our first ever like date for Valentine's Day and her birthday was in college. We were in college. We were at Auburn.
Same. Not at Auburn, but
I'm thinking like we got to do something special. But I'm also like have at this point, we've been dating for like 4 months or so, picked up this vibe that like she doesn't want this like extravagant thing. Mm-hmm. So I like put the shirt on, tie, nice pants, got the roses
Shined
or whatever,
your shoes.
got the flowers. I was like, you want to guess where we're going? She was like, where? I took her straight to CC's.
no, you did not.
Yes, I did.
You took her to
We went to
CC's?
CC's Pizza in Auburn, and
Are you kidding me?
sat in that restaurant with like, she had like a nice dress.
How
I
long
had
you
the
all been dating?
shirt and tie. We had been dating for about 4 months.
You took her to Cece's.
I did.
Did you know you were going to marry her right then?
Of course.
Okay, when
she was
she-
pumped about it.
That's exactly what I'm talking
She was
about.
pumped
You
about it. That's
don't-
when I knew.
If there was any question, 4 months in, you take her to Cece's on Valentine's Day,
Yep.
you're absolutely getting dumped.
No way.
If there's any question.
Oh, if
normally.
there's any question.
Normal,
Yeah, yeah.
In a normal situation.
But if she's pumped about that, that's when you know.
When she's like, you're like, hey, baby, I got
That's-
this. I'm going to go get you the apple cinnamon pizza.
Those
for
3
dessert.
listeners out there that we already gave a really good beer advice to. If you're listening, here's some really good dating advice. Take your significant other on a date, surprise date to CC's, and if they don't break up with you, that's when you know.
That's when you know.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to treat you tonight.
Yeah.
I'm going to go get the apple cinnamon pizza on the dessert. I'm going to go get the cinnamon roll. And I'll get you too.
Yeah.
And that's when you know.
That's when you know. That's when you know.
Wow.
Have you ever taken your have you ever gone on a date with your wife to anywhere like in Bluff Park? Like any of the spots in here?
we've done, I wouldn't say these are really dates, but we've gone just the two of us to like Bluff Park Diner before for dinner and stuff like that.
I've actually never been there.
Oh my gosh. Jay.
I know.
We'll bring that up on a different day.
Yeah,
You know what? We might actually do a meet and 3 podcast next time
might have to record from the diner.
from the diner. Yeah, behind the counter.
I'd be down. What about Tip Top? Before
No,
it closed.
we've never sore subject, dude.
I mean, but
Actually, I will say this.
okay.
I'm gonna say it's not as sort of a subject for me as it is for a lot of people. I
Right.
thought Tip Top. I'm gonna be careful here.
Okay.
As a true Bluff Parkian, I thought it served its purpose. I think there is potential for much cooler business to take its place.
Yeah, that you were careful. I appreciate that, but no, you're spot on. Spot on.
I enjoyed it. It was great. I didn't go there like at an insane amount of times.
I mean, I'll be quite honest. I can get a frozen hash brown patty from my freezer. I mean,
Okay, that's not being as careful as I was.
okay, I'm just saying. Hey, sorry guys, but no, I'm with you. But I will say this: unmatched at Tip Top. That the view, the experience of going in there, ordering at the counter, having the outdoor patio seating and stuff. I also love the little lover's leap right there.
Yep.
And that's why I was asking about if you went there on an actual date, because like that,
Sure.
actually right there on that side of the road can be a nice little date.
It can. Until you slip and fall.
You don't want to do that.
Goes
you don't
from
want to do that.
romantic
You
to
don't,
tragic real quick.
You don't want to leap, actually.
You don't.
No, don't leap.
The name can be a little bit misleading.
It could be, but make sure you like read the rock and
Lovers, don't leap.
Yeah.
That's what it should be called.
Yeah, lovers
Yeah.
caution.
Yeah, lovers be warned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now that Tip Top is closed, obviously rest in peace to Tip Top Grill. But do you have any ideas of what could potentially
I don't
end
have
up
idea.
going there, or what would you like to go there? That's better way to ask.
That's a great way to ask that because I have no clue what'll go there, but I have some hopes for what I think could be cool there.
Okay,
just a couple. I haven't thought about this too much. Number one.
What?
I'm like, I haven't thought about this too much. Number one.
Look, yeah, so I haven't put a lot of thought into this, but let me get my list out.
I haven't put a lot of thought in this. All right. Number one, the name is called, I think it would be cool. This is one idea. If you did a crazy upscale, super nice, small restaurant with like 4 tables, make that whole view glass, cook it across the street and rent out one of those spots. So you've got like space for a kitchen, like a good kitchen and stuff, and prepare it. And then you just got a dope, all glass, sick, really nice view, reservation only. There's like 10 tables or less. I think that could be super cool.
I love where you're at with that.
Okay.
That could be, I would absolutely enjoy that.
Before I go to my other ideas, we'll go rapid fire.
Let's go back and forth.
Yeah, exactly.
How about just a gas station? Jay. It once was a gas station. Let's just bring that back.
Oh my Lord.
Like, as for instance, right now I've got about 6 miles to empty on my car, okay? And I got to go all the way down that hill to a gas station to fill up my car. Can I just get a gas station?
You have 2 gas stations within 2 miles of you right now. You're saying
I would like a gas station. I mean, that's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I could go in there and get some gum.
Okay.
I could get, some snacks.
Yep. That's it. That's all you're looking for.
Look, I said what I said. What would you like?
Okay, fair enough. All right. This might be a little hard to squeeze in the space, but I think it would be pretty dope to have a putt-putt course. Jay. You didn't see that one coming.
I'll be honest, I didn't realize how funny this segment was going to be. I knew we wanted to talk about this, but I didn't realize I was going to get putt-putt course.
9 holes. That's all.
A short course.
Look, Bluff Park already has the short course for the disc golf. You give me 9 holes of putt-putt, I'm solid. That's
okay. I like that. How about just like a dive bar? But think about like you go to Key West or like these little towns like this, and like you can just walk up on like a little counter that's got like 4 draft beers, and it's like quaint, but in a way that it's like it's by design to be cool. Or like New Orleans, you can go into like
right.
What if it was like, we got the strung out lights out there on the patio, and like we're like you can come here to hang out, and we also just have this like little bar with, and you could have like an outdoor stage right there. Yeah, like on part of the parking lot could be like an outdoor stage with live music. So there's I guess my second idea is like, what about like a little dive bar with like just a couple of taps of draft beer. We don't even have to have liquor, just beer and wine, and then a live stage right there. And I know where your head's probably going. Wild Roast used to be like a music venue,
right?
And I'm basically thinking that, but outdoors. And I think with the growing neighborhood and the people moving in here that are young and are having kids and stuff, I think it would be a great like escape like spot for that type of.
One thing I'm learning about the difference between you and I, our personalities. All right, you want a gas station first and foremost.
Yes, I do.
You want 4 taps.
A gas station with 4 taps would be awesome.
You want a 4-tap dive bar second. I want an upscale restaurant followed by a putt-putt course. Idea number 3 followed by a zip line straight off the side of the mountain.
A zip line would be great
because you own most properties. I don't know. I'd have to check on Tip Top. Own acres down the side of that cliff.
They own a lot of that.
Well,
then I just got another idea.
So if you could zip line down to a safe spot, maybe do like a big old escalator straight up the side of the mountain, back up, that'd be sick.
Okay, I got a whole other idea now that I didn't know about the whole off
Josh,
the cliff.
what are you crying about over there?
Josh. I didn't know about the whole off the cliff thing and how we own that, so I got a whole other idea.
I'm just assuming
driving range off the cliff with
now
like how like you have like a return for your bowling ball at the bowling alley. I'll need like a return for the golf balls up the hill.
100%. Almost like
I drive out there, and then the balls all like funnel into these little holes. And then there's a ball return back up to you.
That is called driving range. That is called Top Golf with a view.
That's what I want.
And I think that's an amazing idea.
Top Golf with a view.
Dude, what if
we'd call that?
What if instead of like going down the hill and like returning back up, there was just a net that just went far out as the eye could see?
Like a flat net.
Flat.
Oh, I like that. So almost like, or you could have it be like angled up a little bit, like the net goes out to where you drive, and then the ball just rolls off back to you.
Goes into a gutter, shoots back up into your bay.
I mean, I'm all in on that.
That's sick.
Yeah, because right now, if we want to play golf, which we both love golf, we could do a whole podcast episode on.
We probably will,
and we will. Yeah, and we will.
And we will.
But right now, if we want to play golf, we've got to go. That actually is one of the least convenient things for us to do.
True.
At the moment, we've got to go off the mountain and go to Oxmoor Valley or Ross Bridge, which are great courses, but a little bit pricey. And,
sure.
They all kind of feel the same,
right?
Like a Ross,
both
a
RTJ courses,
and they're hard. And we're not. I mean, you're good at golf, but I'm not that good. Bent Brook is my favorite course to play.
Love Bent Brook.
Way away.
Yep.
Anyways, all that to say, we can get into, like I said, a whole episode about that. But having the ability to just like drive up the street and then like be able to hit golf balls would be awesome.
Yeah, I'm not driving to McDivots.
Yeah. Another option would be like maybe your like TV room upstairs. We just turn into a golf simulator.
You talked to Aspen about that? You know what we need to do? My garage is the way our house is set up. It's on the back side of the house, which is like kind of somewhat like undergrade. So I have a really tall garage ceiling. Dude, we convert that into a simulator 100%.
Easily. How often do you park in your garage?
I don't ever. I'm come and go all the time. I don't ever park in there.
Exactly.
I'll get working on it.
Yep. Sell your golf cart. Just get that out of there.
Yep. Just throw that away.
Get a golf simulator in there.
Yep. Sell the golf cart. Use the proceeds.
Sell the golf cart to me.
Okay.
So that I can easily get here for the golf simulator in your garage.
That would save me driving to pick you up every time anyway.
Exactly.
That would save me half a trip.
Exactly.
Lifespan of the golf cart just increased 50%. Can't wait.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I love it. So to close out the tip top though.
Yep.
Of your were your three options that you just pitched out, were those in order, or do you have like a favorite of those?
Really two of those were like fantasy. Okay. I don't even really know if this.
So
is
you think the
applying
restaurant is
in the
actually like
public
most likely?
I think the restaurant could happen, and I think it could be done really well.
I think the gas station could happen.
Well, I don't know.
They've already got the structure.
That's true. It's just so small, dude. What do you have? One pump? You got two pumps?
Give me 2 pumps. All I need.
Dude, you're not profitable at 2 pumps and a pack of gum. You're not. That's not happening.
Give me a gas station with 4 taps.
Definitely need 2 pumps.
Yeah, you got to have 2 pumps. You got to have 2 pumps.
Okay. Fair enough.
Or more. All right, changing topics real quick. A topic I know is close and dear to your heart within Bluff Park, and that is all the road work that's been going on in the Chapel intersection.
What road work are you talking about?
Okay, all right. Jay, I know you know about this road work.
I don't. What road work are you talking about?
For those listening,
why are we talking about road work?
I proposed this as a topic, and Jay, honest to God, did not know what I was talking about.
I don't. What road work are you talking about?
This is going right in front of Simmons.
Oh, that's okay. Okay. That's off the bluff.
It's off the bluff.
Okay.
But it affects all that live on the bluff.
You're right.
Confusing as all get out.
It is a bit confusing, but now that they have gotten to where they are today, as of February 3rd, 2022.
Right.
I understand where we're going with that.
I understand where we're going. My wife texted me today on our way to Costco and said, I've tried twice to get to Costco, can't figure it out.
So actually, I don't even know if you know this about that road work, but last weekend was your son's birthday party.
It was.
Solomon.
I do know that.
And no. But listen, last weekend was your son's birthday party. We were all here at your house.
Yep.
Your brother, Warner Todd.
Don't call him out like that, but yes, go ahead.
Warner Sweeney
Perry.
Todd Perry.
Yep, Sweeney Todd.
Was coming to the party a little bit after everybody else, dressed as Spider-Man for the party.
Yep, top to bottom.
I mean, and everyone was looking forward to it. Like, Warner's going to be, I think some of the ladies were really looking forward to it, if I'm being honest, but that's for another conversation. Yep. But Warner shows up. Oh, no. So Warner's coming to the party, sorry. And your mom starts, I'm hearing her, like I'm overhearing conversations, and your mom's like a little worried. Lisa's like a little bit like, I don't know where he is. I don't know. I think she calls him. And she's like, he took a wrong turn.
Yeah.
He was at that intersection, and he took a wrong turn and ended up out on Highway 31. And it was because of that road work.
100%.
That road work at that intersection messed your brother up.
Yeah.
And he instead of coming to your house, he took the wrong turn and went all the way out by Pazzo Pizza.
The very first experience I had with that road work, I did the same thing. I was leaving Bluff Park, and I was trying to go straight out toward the Galleria.
Yeah.
And I took a left out to Pazzo's Pizza, out to 31.
Yeah.
And because I was used to having a little hitch. And they pivoted everything, and I continued with the pivot. And now you just go straight.
Yeah. Well,
which is great, but I'm about ready for it to be wrapped up.
I have an appreciation for the road work because I can see what benefit it's going to do to those schools.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. Now, I will say this. The way that they've rerouted that road, the Gwynn Elementary side,
right?
There's a lot of space over there. Have you seen that?
Whole lot of space.
What are they going to put a flagpole in? What are they doing? What are they doing? A flagpole, extra parking? What are they doing there?
I know that they're putting in sidewalks because a lot of kids cross over from Gwynn to Simmons.
Right.
And then walk up the sidewalk from Simmons all the way to that, like, you know, that little area that's like up the street from Simmons on the other side of the road where it's like almost like a grassy knoll where moms will wait that don't want to wait in the carpool line.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
I do exactly what you're talking about. Yeah.
I think that's what it is. It's a safe crossway to get from Gwynn to Simmons.
Okay.
Could be wrong, but that's
Have you noticed this, by the way? If you're going down the hill and Simmons on your right, Gwynn's on your left, you go to that light.
Yep.
That first house on the left, always decked out for holidays.
Always decked out. I love
they
those people.
got stuff for every holiday.
Shout out to those people. You do it big.
They do it big. They do it right.
It's kind of like a mid-century house.
Do they got like back to school flags? I'm saying they do it all.
Yes, they do.
They invented some holidays. They
have invented a few holidays.
They do.
And we will all celebrate them.
You know, we're talking about Bluff Park, and this podcast is meant to be us two guys, two dads that live and breathe here in Bluff Park.
Right.
Those schools down there, Gwynn and Simmons, you're a real estate agent. Sure. You're in the area.
Yep.
You're very familiar with the geography and the lines and the properties or whatever. Where does Bluff Park end down that road?
I think that's a great time to wrap this podcast up.
What, you can't answer that?
I can answer that. I'll just say this. I think there's a lot of people that they say they live in Bluff Park and they do not, but I hope they do.
You hope they do what? You hope they just keep saying they live in Bluff Park, or you hope that they one day will decide to move to Bluff Park?
Yeah,
that's
fair. To help them out.
That's fair. That's fair, Cody.
Are you gatekeeping Bluff Park?
No, not at all. I want everybody to be.
I think what Cody's saying is he sells houses for a living, and he knows that if he says this house is in Bluff Park, it makes it more attractive.
This is dang straight.
No. I'm actually saying the opposite. I think there are some people out there that claim to be in Bluff Park.
Oh, okay.
For that purpose that are actually not.
Okay.
Or maybe they're toeing the line.
But we need to get them in here, though.
We need to get them in. That's all I'm trying to say. Yeah.
BP.
I want everybody in here.
But there's a gray area.
Sure. Yeah.
Sure. Trying to get in that BP rotation.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
There it is.
So next time we do the pod, we'll maybe have a guest on. Maybe we won't.
I would love to have a guest on.
Yeah, we would love to interview local business owners. Talk about what's going on in Bluff Park. We've had a blast today. I feel like this is a pretty good point to wrap it up, though. Yeah. Any last thoughts?
No, I mean, one, this is the first time either of us have done anything like this.
That's right.
A lot of this is relying on Josh in the backgrounds to make this into some sort of presentable content. I hope it turns into that.
If this podcast is not great, it's Josh's fault. Is what you're saying?
That is exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, 100%.
Because I've done my part. So, this has been great. And I look forward to doing this more often.
Same, dude.
Yeah.
All right. Till next time.
See ya.